What's up, guys? Welcome back to the next video in learning Python. My name is QD Azani and you guys watching my channel Koraywood. Alright, as we said in the previous video that we're gonna show you guys the basic few modules of Python. So far we have covered the calendar module, we have covered the time module, we have covered the math module, and we have covered the random module. In this video we're gonna show you guys the basic one. Is called TKInter. So what is TKInter? TKInter, as I said to you guys in the previous video, is a GUI interface of the Python. It's a TK. So I'm gonna put it a little bit down here, so I'm gonna put a TK. It's called TKInter. So why it's called TKInter? Because it's a TK interface. And as I said to you guys, it's a GUI in Python. Don't worry about this. I'm gonna erase that and I'm gonna use that this one for the future videos, because we're gonna go and cover the functions as well. What is TK? Actually, TK is coming from TCL, so it's coming from TCL. It's a programming language. And TK, and if you're looking at this, TK is interface. TK is a TCL package implemented in C that adds custom commands to create and manipulate the GUI widgets. Okay, so now the most recent one is TTK. So that's the same as a TK, but that's a new one, TTK. So you guys can use this. But if you guys want to use the TKInter, you guys can use by all means. It's open source. You guys can use it to make GUI like this. So make sure you guys go in terminal. So in terminal, if you go, guys, not using this PyCharm, you guys can go in the Windows where it says that command line. So I'm going to put it here where it says that you launch Windows, and you press search Cortana, and you press search. Inside there you guys type CMD, and the black screen opens. That's your GUI. So if you guys don't see the TKInter, so you guys can put an import, say TKInter in your terminal. If you don't see the TKInter, it says this module is not available, then you guys go and do the pip install TKInter, because that's in the Python library. But if you guys don't see the pip, it means you guys then go and watch my another video about the pip, how you guys gonna install the pip in your computer system. Alright, so if you guys want to further find out in your terminal where it says that if you guys going to see this virtual environment and you guys going to see the TKInter, so you guys going to put a Python, just like you guys open Python, mine you guys put a -m and you guys can put a TKInter. So if you guys go open this, there's small tiny windows open, and that's a TKInter. Very easy to. This is a TCL TK, as I explained to you guys, version 8.6, should be Cedilla, whatever. So if you guys click me, and you click me a few times, 3 times, you guys can make it further, open it. So that's the basic interface of TK, and through this one you guys can build a beautiful IDE. You guys can put a file, you guys can put it exactly like here, like a PyCharm file, open, view, whatever, and creates a menu and open the, make sure for every file, if you put open, make sure it opens your file, reads your file, whatever you guys want to do. But that's a TKInter. So I've created I've clicked for 3 or 4 times, so you guys can quit from there by just one command. You guys can do this. So if you guys can open Python, you guys can open your Python. I'm using Linux, maybe you guys using Windows. You guys should see that using Windows, and that's your Python. And now you guys can put an import TKInter, because if you guys don't see your TKInter, it means you guys then needs to go in the pip, and you guys needs to import, as I've shown you guys here. You can see here pip install TKInter if you guys don't see this one. But if you guys see, and you guys got to good to go from TKInter import say from TKInter import. If you guys wanna import a specific library, you guys can import a specific library. If you guys say, for example, if you guys any library inside the TKInter, because TKInter is huge. Alright, so from TKInter import, if you guys don't know the library, just put this star. It means TKInter, we're importing this one. So and then you guys gonna go and you guys can import a TTK as well. That's the TTK is the newest library of the TKInter, so you guys can put this one. So now you guys can put a, for example your square, for example your basic, for example you guys can put your basic Windows, and you guys can put a TK. And you guys gonna see that now you guys don't see the click me or quit, but you guys see this blank one, because now you guys ready. You guys can do whatever you guys want to do, and you guys can put a frame, you guys can put everything. So I'm gonna come here and you guys gonna put a frame, or you guys gonna put a my frame, and you guys can put a TTK dot, and you guys can put a frame. What's your frame? And you guys can put your frame as your frame is basic, because your basic is TK. You guys can put your basic, and you guys can put a padding. So you guys can put a padding, whatever padding you guys want. You guys wanna do 15 padding, you guys can do 15 padding. And now if you come here, and we're gonna be getting error. So I'm gonna open that TK basic, and now we're gonna try again. So I'll have to go from the main one. I'll have to see, because I want to see my frame as well. So I'm gonna come here, and I'm gonna do the padding, because the reason I get an error, because I destroyed this one, and I need to see this one here. You guys need to see. If you guys getting error, it means you guys destroyed. Do not destroy this one, just put it somewhere so it resides somewhere, otherwise you're going to get destroyed. Because now whatever you guys working, make sure your this frame stays with your PyCharm or another IDE. If you guys destroyed, then you guys gonna error. Second times I've done it, I'm not getting error. So you guys can do cool things, and you guys now can put a my frame dot, we put a grid. You guys can put a grid. So we put some sort of label, we put a TTK. So we imported the TTK. Now we're going to use this TTK. We put a TTK dot, we put a label, and you guys needs to put a label. What sort of label we want to put? We want to put a, say for example basic. We want to put a label of my frame, so not the basic, but from my frame, and then you guys needs to put a text. What sort of text you guys want? Hello to my channel, Wood. Alright, so now we put a text, and now we're going to display. So we made a mistake here, there is a typo, label, so it should be label. All right, okay. And I added grid, and I put a column 0 and row 0, because you guys need to specify this, and you guys gonna see that my message is displayed here. So you guys need to put a ttk.label my frame, and you guys gonna put a text, welcome, hello to my channel, Wood. I put a grid, column 0 and row is equal to 0, and you guys can put this one. But if you guys want to put, you guys can put a column, say for example that's a 0. If you put a 1, you guys can put a 1. So we're going to try 1 now, say column 1, and you guys can put a row 1, and now we're going to see where is the column 1 in row 1, and now that's how you guys going to see the column 1. That's a column 0, and that's column 1 and row 1, and there is a column here, there is a 0 and there is a 1, but if you guys going to put 2, it's going to come here. All right, so now that we put our frame, and we put a display message, we put a grade column 1 row 1. Now we can guys can put a say TTK, for example, dot button. You guys can put a button, and then you guys need to put a my frame, and my frame. Then you guys gonna put a text, and then you guys gonna put exit from the exit. And if you want something without a command, then you guys need to put a grid, and inside the grid you guys gonna put a column is equal to 2 or 1 and then you guys gonna put a row equals to 1, and that's how you guys want to do. But if you guys look at here, because we put a 1 and we put a 1 here, and if you guys put an exit, it means it's not going to do anything because we don't put anything inside the exit. These two text here, hello to my channel Croywood, and here, and we have created a button. But these buttons, if you look in here, overlapping the text here, so you guys can put it a little bit down, or you guys can move it left and right. And if you guys look in here, the column 1 or column 0, so you can move the row, because we're gonna move the row towards the second one. So TTK button can move second, and we can see how the second one looks like. That's the second one's created here, but not that this one should have gone, but because we are working in inside here, inside the shell, so you just can't delete it. And so if you guys want to put a functionality on the second one to destroy this one, you guys can do that. So if you come here, so we're gonna come here, and we're gonna put maybe the third one is the column 1. We are referring to this one, so we're gonna, where it says exit, then you guys need to put a comma, and here you guys need to write command, because we are putting a command, and you guys refer to the TK where that was before. Where was that TK? We are referring to basic, because this basic owns this frame, so we are referring to basic dot destroy. I hope the spelling is okay. DESTROY, destroy. Yep. And now we're gonna come here, and we're gonna put here, we're gonna see looks like this one's got this destroy, and once we press destroy, it means it's gonna go. But before that, you guys need to write something else, and you guys can put a basic dot main loop, because it's gonna go on the main loop. And now if you look in here, now it's full-fledged, it's working. So the first one's not doing anything because the first one doesn't have any command, but the second one have a command. So if you press exit, it's gone. So if you look in here, it's gonna wait for you guys. The basic of the main loop is gonna wait for you guys till you guys done everything, whatever you guys do. And if you guys wanna exit, then you guys gonna put a command. You guys can put a quit, or you guys can put anything else. So finish, quit, exit, whatever you guys want to do. And the command is basic, whatever the basic. Why we put a basic? Because you guys, normally the programmers put this one as a root, because that's a root, and that's how the frame comes in. And you guys can put a root, our basic dot destroy. Because you guys can destroy this one.